Now, fair Hippolyta. Our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon, but methinks how slow this old moon wanes.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of solemnities.
Go serve the San Franciscan youth to merriment. Awake the pert and nimble spirit of myrrh. To melancholy forth the funerals, the pale companion is not for our pomp.
Yes, sir.
Hippolyta, wound thee with my sword, of one thy love doing thee injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelry.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good mistress. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaints against my child Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. This man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. I demand the ancient privilege of San Francisco.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you, your mother should be as a god, one who composed your beauties, yea, to whom you are but as a form in wax, by her imprinted and within her power. To leave the figure or disfigure it, Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this case, wanting your mother's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my mother looked but with my eyes.
Rather, your eyes must with her judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me, for I do not know by what power I am made hold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that is to befall me. In this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die to death or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires, know of your youth, examine well your blood. For if you yield not to your mother's choice, you can endure delivery of a nun, or I to be in shaded cloister mute, to live a barren sister all your life.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will yield my virgin painted up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me for everlasting bond of fellowship, upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your mother's will, or to a Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar, to protest for austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia. And Lysander, yield thy crazy title to my certain right.
You have her mother's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, truth he hath my love, and what is mine my love shall render him, and she is mine. So all my right of her I do instate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lady, as well derived as he, as well possessed, my fortunes are every way fairly ranked, if not with vantage as Demetrius's. And, which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not then I prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Nadar's daughter Helena, and won her heart. And she, sweet lady, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I have heard so much, and with Demetrius, to have been spoken thereof, to think overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius come, and come Eleanor, I was in private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your mother's will, or else the law of San Francisco lifts you up, by which no means we may extenuate, to death or to vow of single life. Come, my Hippolyta, what cheer, my love? Demetrius and Eleanor go along. I must employ you in some business against our nuptial, and confer with you of something nearly that concerns yourselves.
With duty and desire we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
The light for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, for aught that could ever tell by tale or history. The course of true love never did flow so smooth, for odd if it were different in blood.
Oh, cross, too high to be enthralled to low.
Or else misgrafted in respective years.
Oh, spite, too old to be engaged to young.
Or merit stood upon the choice of friends.
Oh, hell, to choose love by another's eye.
Or if there were any sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it.
If then true lovers have ever been crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our child patience, because it is a customary cross, as due to love as thoughts, dreams, and sighs, wishes and tears for fancy's followers.
Good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, fair Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From San Francisco is her house 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee. And to that place, a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena to do observance to a morn of May, there will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee, my Cupid's strongest bow by his best arrow, the one with the golden head. By the simplicity of Venus's doves, and by that which lives so on prosperous loves. And by that fire which burned the Carthage queen when the false coin under sail was seen. And by all the vows ever men have broke, in number more than women have spoke. In this place where you have appointed me, tomorrow surely will I meet with you.
Keep promise, love. Ah, look! Here comes Helena!
God speed for Helena! Whither away?
Call you me fair, that fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Your eyes are lodestars, your tongue sweet air, more tunable than a lark to shepherd's ear when wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear. Sickness is catching, oh, were favor so yours would I catch, fair Hermia. Ere I go, my ear should catch your voice, my eye your eye, my tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Will the world mind Demetrius being baited, the rest I'll give to be you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with that art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate him, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hated me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty, would that fault were mine.
Take comfort, he shall no more see my face. Lysander and I will fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Frisco as a paradise to me. Oh, then what grace is in my love to dwell, for he had turned my heaven unto a hell.
Helen, to your minds we will unfold. When Phoebe doth behold her silvery visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, a time when lovers' flight doth still conceal, there have we devised to steal.
And in the wood where you and I, upon primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of our counsels sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet. Henceforth from Frisco, turn away our eyes to seek new friends and stranger companies. Farewell, playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander, we must starve our sight from lovers' food tomorrow deep midnight.
Keep promise. Helen, adieu. Is you on him, Demetrius dotes on you.
How happy some of her others can be. Throughout San Francisco, I'm thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know all that he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities, things base and vile holding no quantity. Love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore winged Cupid is painted blind. Nor hath love's mind of any judgment taste, wings and no eyes figure on needy haste. And therefore love is a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled, as waggish boys and game themselves forswear, so the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved in showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight, and then in the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it's a dear expense. But herein I mean to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
What the world needs now is love. me think that there's just too little love, but the world needs now is love.
Is all our company here?
Hey, what's
up?
Hi, Queen.
Hey, sorry.
Hey,
You were best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name, which is thought fit through all San Francisco to play in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night.
Oh. Now, Patty Quince, say what the play treats on, and read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
Oh. A very good piece of work, I assure you, and a merry. Now, Patty Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom the painter.
Ready, name what part I am for and proceed.
You are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself, most gallant for love.
This will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. But to the rest, yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play Eracules rarely, or a part to Terragadon to make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus's car shall shine from far, and make and bar the foolish fates. Oh, beautiful. This was lofty, but that was Eracule's fame, a tyrant's fame. A lover is more condoling.
Francis Flute, the bricklayer.
Here, Patty Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe, a wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Faith, let not me play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That's all. You shall play to the mask and you may speak as small as you will.
And I may play it in the mask as well. Let me play Thisbe too. I will speak in a monstrous little voice. Disney, Disney. Oh, Pyramus, my lover dear, my lady dear, lover dear.
No, you must play Pyramus and Flute, you Thisbe.
Very well, proceed.
Robin Starveling the plumber.
Her, Patty Queen.
Starveling, you must take Thisbe's mother on you.
Here!
Tom Snout the carpenter.
Here, Patty Quince.
You, Thisbe's father. Snug the sweeper the lion's part. And I hope here's a play well fitted.
Have you the lion's part and pray to be given me for I'm full study?
You may do it exempore, for nothing but roaring.
Yeah, roaring. Yeah.
Let me play the lion part too. I will roar, that I will make any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar, that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again, let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly. You would frighten the Duchess and the ladies that they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us every mother's son.
Friends, I entreat you, if you were to frighten the ladies out of their wits, they would have no discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice, so I would roar you as soft as any sucking dove. I would roar you and were any nightingale.
No, you must play Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, as one shall see a summer's day, a most gentlemanly-like gentleman. Therefore you must needs play Pyramus.
Very well, I will undertake it. What beard were I best to play it in?
Why, what you will.
I will discharge it in either your straw-color beard, your orange-tawny beard, your purple and gray beard, or your French crown-color beard, your perfect yellow.
Some of your French crowns have no hair at all, and then you'll play bareface. and I desire you and entreat you to come them by tomorrow night, where we will meet in the palace woods, a mile from the town, and there we will rehearse. For if we meet in the city, we will be dogged with company and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw a bill of our properties, such as our play wants. I pray you, fail me not.
We will meet, and there we may play our play most obscenely and courageously.
There.
Take pains, yes. Be perfect, adieu.
At Duke's Oak we meet.
Enough! Hold or cut bowstrings!
Bye!
I must go seek some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowlet's ear. Farewell, thou love of spirits will be gone. Our queen and all her elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed, the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing fell in wrath, and she, as her attendant hath, stolen a lovely boy from the Indian king. She's never had such a sweet changeling.
Jealous Oberon would have the child. Neither this trade the trace of forest wild, but she perforce withholds the lovely boy, crowns with flowers and mixes all her joy.
Now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear, spangled starlight sheen. But they do swear that all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape or making quiet, or else you are that shrewd and English sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are not you he who frights the maidens of the villagery?
That which hobgoblin call you, and sweet Puck. You do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are not you he?
Thou speakest right, I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I'm a big, fat, bean-fettered horse beguiling, neighing in the likeness of a filly fowl.
Sometimes our guide a gossip's bowl, and very likeness of a roasted crab. When she drinks against her lips, I bob, and when the withered dewlap pour the ale, the wisest antilt saddest tip.
Sometime for 3-footed stool mistaketh me, then I slip from her bum down, topless she, and Taylor cries and falls into a cough, and the whole choir hold their hips and laugh, and wax it in their mirth and knees, and swear a merry hour was never wasted there. But Blueberry, here comes Oberon,
And here, my mistress, would that they were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous, Oberon? Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanting, am not I thy lord?
And I must be thy lady. But I know thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corin sat all day, playing on pipes of corn, and versing love to amorous Philida. Why art thou here? Come from the farthest steep of India? But that, forsooth, your buskin mistress and your warrior love? To Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give that joy and prosperity?
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania? Glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus. Didst thou not lead him through glimmering night from Perigenia whom he ravisheth, and make him with fair angels break his faith with Ariadne? And Antiopa?
These the forgeries of jealousy. And never, since the midsummer spring, met we on hill, in dale, forest or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or in the beaten margin of the sea, to dance our in this whistling wind. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the wind, piping to us in vain as in revenge, hath sucked up from the sea contagious fogs which, falling on the land, hath every pelting river made so proud that they hath overborne their continents. And throughout this distemperature we see the seasons alter. The hoary-headed frost, or on the fresh lap the crimson rose, and on old hinds thin and icy crown, an odorous chaplet of sweet summer buds is, as in a mockery, set. The spring, the summer, the childing autumn, the angry winter change their wonted liveries, and the mazed world by their increase now knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you! Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest! The fairyland buys not the child of me. Her mother was a votress of my order, and full often by night hath she sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarked traders of the flood. And when we have laughed to see the sails conceive, and grow big-bellied with the wanton wind, would she, with pretty and with swimming gait, her womb then rich with my young squire, would imitate, and sail upon the land to fetch me trifles, and return again as if from voyage, rich with merchandise. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die! And for her sake, I do rear up her boy, and for her sake, I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance until after Theseus' wedding day. But if thou will wait and patiently dance in our round, and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare thy haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom! Fairies, away! I shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way, thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee from this injury. My gentle fox, come hither. Thou rememberest since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song to hear a sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth. Cupid, all armed, a certain name he took at a fair vessel surrounded by the west. Fetch me that flower, the juice of it, on sleeping eyelids laid will make any man, or madly dote upon the next thing that he sees. Fetch me that flower, and meet me ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
We'll put the girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once seduced a watch on when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she, waking, looks upon, be it on lion or bear, on meddling monkey or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. But who comes here? I am invisible.
I need somebody help, not just anybody help. You know I need someone help.
Demetrius?
When I was younger, so much younger than today.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, and the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen unto this wood, and here I am, and the wood within this wood, all because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence, get thee gone and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, yet you draw not on iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or do I not, in plainest truth, tell you that I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that, I do love you more. I'm your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me, but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me, only to leave me unworthy as I am to follow you. What worser place can I beg for your love than at a place of high respect with me than to be used as your dog?
Tempt not the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I'm sick when I look not on you.
You do impede your modesty too much to leave the city and trust yourself into the hands of one that loves you not. To trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege. Therefore, it's not night when I do look upon your face. Nor doth this wood lack worlds of company. For you in my respect are all the world. So how can it be said that I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of the wild beasts.
The wildest has not such a heart as you. Run when you will, this story shall be changed. Apollo flies and Daphne holds the chase. The mild hind makes speed to catch the tiger, bootless speed. When the cowardice pursues, the valor flies.
I will not stay to thy question. Let me go, for if thou not believe, I will do thy mischief in the wood.
Aye, in the temple, the town, the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius, your wrongs you set scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee, and make a heaven of a hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Welcome, wanderer. Hast thou the flower there?
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxus and the nodding violet grows, quiet over-canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses, and with eglantine. There sleeps the tawny in time of the night, lords in these flowers with dances and delight, and there the snake throws her down the skin, reed wide enough to wrap a fairy in, and with the juice of this, I will streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove a sweet San Franciscan lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Thou shalt know the man by the San Franciscan garments he hath on, affect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love, and meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servants shall do so.
Once upon a time, you dressed so fine, through the bumps of time in your prime.
Come now, round me a fairy song. Then, for the third part of a minute, hence, some to kill cankers in the musk rosebuds, some war with rareness for their leathern wings, to make my small elves coats, and some keep back the clamorous owl that nightly hoots and wonders at our quaint spirits. Sing me now sleep, then to your offices, and let me rest.
You spotted snakes with double tongue, thorny hedgehogs be not seen. Newts and blindworms do no wrong, come not near our fairy queen. approach not near. Worms nor snails do no offense.
Hence away, now all is well. What a loose dance such now. I will not fall asleep. I will not fall.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it on ounce, or cat, or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair, in thy eye that shall appear. When thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Love you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak troth, I have forgot our way. We'll rest us if you think it good, and tarry on for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you on a bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as a pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one troth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, dear, lie further off, not lie so near.
Don't take the scent, sweet of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in one love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is untimely knit, so one heart can we make of it? Two bosoms interchained with an oath, so two bosoms and a single troth. So no bedroom can be denied, for lying so, sweet Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now, not to beshrew my manners and my pride, if Hermia meant to say that Lysander lied. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off, and you in modesty. Such separation, may well be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So, far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen. Amen to that fair prayer, say I, and end life and I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but San Franciscan found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love. Knights in silence, who have we here? Weeds of San Francisco he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despised be his Athenian maid. And hear the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul she durst not lie, near this lack blood, this kill courtesy. Churl upon thy eyes that row, all the power this charm doth have.
When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So awake when we are gone, for we must now to Oberon.
Stay, thou wilt kill me, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee, hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou, darkling, leave me? Do not so.
Stay on thy peril. I alone will go.
Oh, I'm out of breath of this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wherever so she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears. If so, my eyes were oftener washed than hers. No, I'm ugly as a bear. For beasts that meet me run away in fear. Therefore, no marvel, O Demetrius. Too as a monster fly my presence thus. What wicked and dissembling glass of mine may compare with Hermia's spirit eye? But who is here? Lysander on the ground? Dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake!
And run through fire will I for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art, and that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? What a vile word is that name to perish at my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so. What though? He loved your Hermia? Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you. So be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love. Who will not trade a raven for a dove? The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid. Things a-growing are not ripe till their season, so I, being young, now ripe not to season, and touching the point of human skill, reason becomes the marshal to my will, and leads me to thine eyes, where I were loved, love's richest stories, written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I this king mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn?
She's not a Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never may Lysander come near. And here, with all my might, to honor Helen, and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me! Do thy best to put this crawling serpent through. Ay me, for pity, what a dream was here. Lysander, do you see how I do quake with fear? I thought a serpent eat my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander? What's removed? Lysander? Lord, what, out of hearing? No sound, no word? Speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No? Then I will perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you, I'll find immediately.
Trailer for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes. But 2 hours of pushing broom buys a 8 for 12.
Are we all met?
Pat, here's a marvelous convenient place for rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage. This hawthorn brake our tarrying house, and we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Oh. Pettiquint.
What sayest thou, Bully Bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you this?
By lark in a perilous fear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Lava wins. I have advice to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say, we will do no harm with our swords.
Well, we shall have such a prologue.
But there's another thing. Will not the ladies be afraid of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Therefore,
Another prologue must be written so plainly, so like the joiner.
Nay, we must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's mask. And he must tell them plainly, ladies, and tell them he is Snug the joiner.
Well, it shall be so. But there's two hard things. That is to bring moonlight in this great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe did meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine the night we clear of light?
A calendar! A calendar! Look in the almanac. Find out moonshine. Find out moonshine.
Yes, it doth shine that night.
Then you must leave a casement of the great chamber window where we play our play open, so the moon may shine through the casement.
Aye, or else one must come in with a bush of thorns and a lanthorn, and as he comes to disfigure, or to present the person moonshine. But there is another hard thing, that is to bring a wall into this great chamber, because Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did talk through the chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall.
Okay.
What happy homespuns have loose swagger in here? So near the cradle of the fairy queen?
What? A play sword? I'll be an auditor. And either two, perhaps, and do we see cause? Pyramus, speak. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, thy flowers odious.
Odorous. Odorous.
Odorous savors sweet, but hast thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. Hark, a voice. Stay thou but here awhile, and by and by,
A stranger Pyramus, an airplane here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, Mary must you? We must understand he goes to see moisture, and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus was very light of hue, of color like the red rose triumphant fruit. Most bristly juvenile, equal with lovely Jew, as true as horse, this yet will never tire. I will make thee Pyramus and Niddy too.
Now this is true, man. Pyramus to enter your huge house and is never tired.
As true as horse that yet will never tire.
Lucy, if I were fair, I were only thine.
Brainmasters! Playmasters!
I'll follow you. I'll lead you about around.
Through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar.
Sometimes a horse, sometimes a hound, a hog, a hellish bear, sometimes a fire. And neigh and bark and roar and grudge and bird like horse, hound, hog, bear, fire at every turn.
Why do they run away? This is a knavery of them to make me afeard.
Oh, Bottom, there was change. What do I see on me?
What do you see? You see an asset of your own, do you?
Ah! Bless me, Bottom, bless me. Thou art translated.
I see their knavery now. This is to make an ass of me, to fright me, if they could. I will show them. I will not stir from this place, and I will sing and I will show them I am not afraid. Oh, so cock, so black of you, with orange tawny bill, the throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plains on cuckoo gray, whose note many a man doth mark, though he answers nay. For indeed, what man would compare his wit to so foolish a bird? And indeed, who would give a bird the lie? Oh, he cried cuckoo, never so.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again, for mine ear is much enamored of thy note, and mine eye much enthralled to thy shape. And thy fair virtues force not me to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks you would have little reason for that, mistress. Then again, love and reason do keep little company nowadays. The more is a pity that some honest neighbor could not make them friends. Nay, I can please upon occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither, mistress. For if I had wit enough to get myself out of this wood, I would have enough to serve my own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou wilt stay here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth pend upon my estate, and I do love thee. Therefore, go with us. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness, so that thou wilt like an airy spirit go. Peas blossom, cobweb, mustard seed, more.
Ready. And I. And I. Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walk and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, green figs, purple grapes, and mulberries. The honey bags steal from the humble bees, and for night tapers crop their waxen thighs, and light them at the fiery glowworm's eyes. To have my love, to fed and to arise, pluck the wings from painted butterflies, and light them at the fiery glowworm's eyes, and fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal. Hail. 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 Ew.
I cry your worship mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name. I shall desire you of greater acquaintance, Miss Cobweb. If I were to hurt my finger, I would make bold of you. And what is your name, Miss? Pray thee, commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and Master Peascod, your father. I shall desire you of greater acquaintance as well, Miss Peasblossom. And what is your name?
Mustard seed.
I know your patience well, Miss Mustard Seed. That same giant like ox beef has devoured many a man of your house. Indeed, your kindred has made mine eyes water here now. I shall desire a greater acquaintance too, Miss Mustard Seed.
Come, lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks upon us with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity.
What you doing? Eating candy. What you eating? Candy. Where'd you get it? Concessions. Concessions, what's that?
It's back there. Penny! Fine. They have cookies and muffins and chips. I have 15 minutes to get whatever I want.
I wonder if Titania be awaked. Then what it was that next came in her eye must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, master? What night moon does this haunted grove?
My mistress of monsters in love. Near to her close and concentrated bower, while she was in a dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals, that worked for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shadowless thick-skin of that barren sword, who Peel mispresented in his sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break, when I did at this vantage take, fixed an ass's knoll upon his head, anon his Thisbe must be answered, or when they him spy, as the creeping fowler eye, or rust-pated chops minion sword, were rising and cawing at the guns of port. They separated themselves and madly swept the sky, and at his sight away his fellows fly, and we stabbed o'er and o'er when falls, and he, murder cried, and help from San Francisco called. Their sins thus weak, lost with the fierce thus strong, made senseless things begin to do them wrong. For briars and thorns at their apparel snatch, some sleeves, some hats. For Mildred's all things catch. I led them on this distracted fear and left sweet Pyramus translated there. For when in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked and straightway loved an ass!
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet lashed the San Franciscan's eyes with the love juice, as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping. That is finished too. And the San Franciscan woman by his side, that when he waked before us, she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same San Franciscan.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke you him that love you so? Lay press so bitter on my bitter foe.
Now I but tried, but I should use thee worse. For I fear thou hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, hang o'er shoes in blood and plunge in the deep, and kill me too! The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. Would I believe he had stolen away from sleeping Hermia? I'll believe as soon as this whole earth may be bored, and that the moon may through the center creep, and so displease her brother's noon ties with the antipodes. It cannot be but I was murdered him! So should murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murderer look, and so should I, pierce through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Good Demetrius, wilt thou give him to me?
I would rather give his carcass to my house.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou shouldst he pass the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered among men. Oh, once, tell true even for my sake. Durst thou look upon him being awake? And hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch! Could not a worm and adder do so much? An adder did it, for duller tongue than thine, thou serpent, never adder stung.
You spend your passion on a mispriced mood. I'm not guilty of Lysander's death, nor is he dead for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee tell me then that he is well.
And what should I get there for?
A privilege never to see me more. And from thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There's no following her in this fierce vein. Here therefore for a while I will remain. So sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow, if for depth that bankrupt doth sorrow owe. But in some slight measure it will pay, if for his tenderness here I make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love sight. Of thy misprisonment perforce ensue. A true love turned, and not a false turned true.
The fate rules that one man holding truth, a million failed, confounding oath on oath.
About the wood, go swifter than the wind, and Helena of San Francisco look thou find. All fancy sick she is in pale of cheer. That cost of flesh blood dear.
We go, look how we go, swifter than ever beside our foe.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink in the apple of his eye. When thou wakest, if she is by, beg of her for remedy. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then we'll two at once for one. That must needs be sport alone. And those things do best please me than befall preposterously.
Why should thou think that I should woo thee in scorn? Scorn at the risen never coming tears? When I vow, I weep. And so vows are born in all their nativity. All truth appears. How can these things in me seem so scorned to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more when truth kills truth. Oh, devilish holy fray. These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er? Weigh oath with oath, and nothing you will weigh. Your vows to her and me, put in two scales, will even weigh. both as light as tails.
Oh, I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind, now that you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you!
Oh, Helen, goddess, perfect divine. To what, my love, do I own thine eye? Crystal is money, oh, how ripe and show thy lips, those kissing cherries tempting grow, that pure congeal in white high tar snow. Stand by the eastern wind, twist your cruel, and thou holdst up thy hand. Let me kiss this princess of pure white, this seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you're all bent to set upon me for your merriment. If thou wert civil and knew courtesy, you wouldn't do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me as I know you do? But now you must join in souls to mock me too? None of noble sort would so offend a virgin and extort a poor patient soul all to make you sport.
Demetrius, you are unkind. Be not so, for you love Hermia. This you know, I know, and with all good will, with all my heart, in Hermia's love, I yield you up my part, and yours of Helen, to me bequeath, whom I do love, and will do, until my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. If e'er I love her, all that love is gone. My heart to her but as guest-wise sojourn, to Helen is a home return. There to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Disparage not the faith thou dost not know. Thou abide it dear. Look where thy love comes. Yonder is thy dear.
Dark night, that from me honest function takes. Why unkindly dost thou leave me so?
Doth stay where love doth press to go.
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love that would not let him bide. Fair Helen, who more beguiles all fiery oaths and eyes of light. Why seekst thou me? Could this not make thee know the hate I bear thee did make me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
No, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they've conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired with these? Have you with these contrived to bait me of this foul derision? Is all the counsel we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours we spent when we hit the hasty-footed time for parting us? Is all forgot? All the school days' friendships, childhood innocence? 'Tis not friendly and 'tis not maidenly. Our sex as well as I may try to cure, though alone I feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to praise my eyes and face? And send your other love Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot? Call me goddess, nymph, precious, divine, rare, celestial? This you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by that.
I do persever! Counterfeit sad looks make mouths upon me when I turn my back, wink at each other, hold sweet jest up. This sport well carried shall be chronicled. If you had any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. Fare you well. 'Tis partly my own fault, which death or absence shall soon.
Wait, gentle Helena, hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul for Helena.
Oh, excellent! Oh, my dress!
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Oh, thou canst compel, no more than she can entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee, by my life I do, that much that I will lose for thee to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
Oh, if thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, where's your chance on this?
Away, you Ethiop!
No, sir. Yield. Seem to break loose. Take on as you would follow. But yet, come not, for you are a tame man. Go.
Just hang off, thou cats, thou bird, vile thing. Let loose, or I'll shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What change is this, sweet love?
I love, out tiny tartar, out. O hated potion, O loathed medicine. Hence.
Do you not jest? Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond. for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
Oh, what should I? Strike her, harm her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I shall not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Tell me what news, my love. Am I not Hermia? Are you not life?
Die by my life! 'Tis no jest that I do hate a thee and love Helena.
Me? You juggler! You king of blossom! You thief of love! What? Have you cut my knife, stolen my love's heart from mine? I think! Have you no modesty, no maiden shame? Fie, you counterfeit! You puppet, you puppet!
Why so? That way goes the game. Now, I perceive that she had made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, she hath prevailed with him. And are ye grown so high in his esteem, because I am so dwarfish and low? Hello am I, thou painted maypole! Hello am I! I am not yet so low that my nails can reach unto thine eyes!
I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, do not let her attack me. Even though she is something lower than myself, I will match her.
Lower! Hark again!
But Hermia, do not bitter with me. I evermore did love you. Ever did keep your counsels. Never wronged you. Let me go. Do you not see how simple and fond I am?
Why? Get you gone. What is it that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I here leave behind.
What, with Lysander?
With Demetrius!
Oh! Fear not, fair Helena! She shall not harm thee.
No, sir. Though you take her part.
Oh, she's angry when she's keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when we went to school, and though she be but little, she's fierce.
Little again? Nothing but low and little? Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me capture her!
You dwarf, you minimus of hindering that dress maid, you feed you acorn.
You are too officious in her behalf that scorns your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena. Take not her part. For if thou dost intend never so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide it.
Oh, now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest, to prove who's right in thine or mine and fair Helena.
Follow. Nay, I'll go with thee. Cheek by shoe.
You mistress! All this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you. I cannot stay in your cursed company. Your hands might be quicker to fray. My legs are longer to run away.
I'm amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou must take us or else committest thy neighbors willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did you not tell me I should know the man by the San Franciscan garments he hath on?
So far, blameless proves my enterprise that I've anointed a San Franciscan's eye.
And so far my glad it so did sort as this their jangling I esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight, and I, therefore, Robbins, overcast the night.
My fairy kings, this must be done with haste. Already to their wormy beds they have gone. And from us I can sort of black crown at night.
But we are spirits of another sort, but notwithstanding haste, make no delay. We may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, we will lead them up and down. We are feared in field and town, goblin lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now!
Here, village on and ready, where art thou?
I will be with thee straight!
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again. Thou runst away, thou coward. Speak in some bush. Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes to look for wars? Come, recreant, come, thou child, he is the father of the sword on me. Follow me, we'll try no manhood here.
The villain goes before me, but still tears me on. When I come where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I follows fast, but faster did he fly. That worn lion, dark uneven way. Come, thy gentle day, show me thy great light, for I'll find Demetrius and avenge this spite.
Ho, 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 coward!
Bind me if thou durst, for well I want. Thou runst before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand, nor look at me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here!
Nay then, thou mockest me. Thou shalt by this spear, if ever I thy face, by the daylight see. Now, go thy way. Fate constrains me to measure my legs in this cold bed. My day's approach, look to be visited.
Oh, long and tedious night. Abide bright hours and shine thy comfort, that I may back to San Francisco by daylight.
Yet but three comes one more, two of both kinds makes up four. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to drive the poor females mad.
So weary, never growing low, bedazzled with dew and torn with briars, I can no further call, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here will I rest me till break of day. Heaven shield lies me under if they mean a prey.
On the ground, sleeping sounds, I'll apply to your eye a gentle lover's remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye.
And the country proverb knows that everyone shall have some.
Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill. The man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Sit thee down on this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Cobweb?
Ready?
Fetch your weapons in your hand, Cobweb, and kill me a red-headed humblebee on top of a thistle. And, good miss, bring me the honey bag. Where's Mustard Seed? Give me your niece, Mustard Seed, and pray thee, leave your corn seed, good miss. Nothing but to help Miss Peas Blossom to scratch. Methinks I must be to the barber soon, for I'm marvelous hairy about the face.
Once,
Indeed, if my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
once, wilt thou hear some music, sweet love?
I have a reasonably good ear in music. Fetch us the tongs and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Truly, a pack of provender. I could munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have a great desire to a bottle of hay, Good hay, sweet hay, hath no fellow.
I am a venturous fairy that shall seek a squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I would rather have a handful or two of dried peas. But let not your people disturb me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight?
Her dotage I do begin to pity.
Good Robins, I have the boy, and I will undo the hateful imperfection of her eyes. Take off the head of this San Franciscan swain, but first,
I will release the fairy queen.
be as thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. Diane's bud or Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
Mine Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes do loathe his visage now.
Silence a while. Robins, take off this head. Titania, music call and strike more dead.
Music, oh, music, such as charm of sleep.
With thine own fool's eyes peep.
Sound music. Swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I, sleeping here, was found with these mortals on the ground. Just gonna
Go find out the forester. we will fare queen up to the mountaintop, and toward the musical confusion of hounds and echo and conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in the wood of Crete they bathed the buried hounds of Sparta. Never have I heard such gallant chiding, for besides the groves, the fountains, the skies, every region near seemed all one mutual cry. I never heard such musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred out of the Spartan kind. But soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is Eleanor's daughter here asleep, and this Lysander. This Demetrius is, and this Helena. Old Nador's Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of man of hearing our intent. Hippolyta, is this not the day that Hermia should give answer to her choice?
It is.
Bid the huntsmen wake them with their horns. Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine is past. Begin these wood birds but to couple now?
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world? That hatred is so far from jealousy, to sleep by hate and fear no enmity.
Well, my lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking. I cannot truly say how I came here, for as I think so, as I act, I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from San Francisco, where we might, without the peril of San Franciscan law.
My good lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither into this wood. I in fury hither followed them. Fair Helen I fancy following me. But my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is. My love for Hermia melted as the snow. Seems to me now as the remembrance of an idol god, which in my childhood did I dote upon. But now all the faith, the virtue in my heart, the object and pleasure of mine eye, is only to Helen. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia. But like a sickness did I love this food, which as in natural health come to my natural taste. But now do I love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we will hear more anon. I will overbear Eleanor's will, for in the temple, by and by with us, you couples shall eternally be knit. And for the morning now is something more, and our proposed hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to San Francisco, through and through a hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, my Hippolyta.
These things seem small and undistinguishable, like far-off mountains skirted into clouds.
Methinks I see with parted eye when things seem double. So methinks, and I found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It feels that we sleep. We dream. Do you not think the Duke is here to bid us follow him?
Yea, and Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow him to the temple.
Why then, we are awake. Let us follow him. And by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me, and I shall appear. My next is most fair Pyramus. Hi-ho, snout, snug, starveling, flute, quince. Gods, my life stolen and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream, and I shall get Patty Quince to write a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream, for it hath no bottom. And I shall sing it at the latter end of the play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it the more gracious, I shall sing it at her death.
What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pussycat, pussycat, I've got powers and lots of hours to spend with you. So
now he's transported. It is not possible. There's not a person in all of San Francisco able to discharge Pyramus but he.
No, he has simply the best wit of any handicraft man in San Francisco.
Yea, and the best paramour for sweet voice, too.
You must say paragon. Paramour is, God bless us, a thing of nonsense.
Oh, master, the Duke is coming from the temple. There is 2 or 3 boys and ladies to be married. If our sport had gone through, we've been all been made men.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Oh! Almost courageous day! Almost happy hour!
Friends, I am to discourse wonders, but ask me not where I have been, for if I tell you I am no true San Franciscan, I will tell you it all just as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet bottom.
Not a word of me, but this I will tell you. The Duke hath dined. Go, away, away!
And life is like a song. Oh, yeah, yeah, at last. The skies above the blue. My heart was wrapped up in clover. The night I looked at you, I found a dream that I could speak to, a dream that
Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables nor these fairy toys.
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy, yet howsoever strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers, so full of joy and myrrh. Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
what you want, baby, I got it. What you need, you know I got it. All I'm asking is for a little respect, just a little bit, hey, baby, just a little bit, just a little bit, mister, just a little bit. I ain't gonna do you wrong, why you gone? Ain't gonna do you wrong, I don't wanna. All I'm asking for a little respect, just a little bit, baby, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. I'm about to give it all my money.
More than to us. Wait your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Bring forth Pyramus and Thisbe.
Gentles, perchance you wonder on the ship, but wonder on till truth makes things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous Lady Thisbe is certain. This man, with live and rough cast, doth present wall, that vile wall which lovers sunder, and through wall's chink, poor souls, were content to whisper. This man, with foot dog, bush of thorns and lanthorn, presented moonshine, for by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn, to meet Aninus' tomb, there to prove. This man, lion hight by name, roar! The trusty Thisbe, coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, and lion, vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyrrhus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat with blade, with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And Thisbe, tearing in mulberry shade, drew his dagger and died. And for the rest, Let wall, moonshine, lion, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion can speak.
No wonder, my lord. One lion may when many asses do.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I snap by name present a wall. In such a wall, such have you think, lay in it a cranny hole or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did whisper often very secretly. This lime, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that on the same wall the truth is set.
Would you desire lime and hair to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition I ever heard discoursed, my lord.
Pyramus draws near. Silence.
O grim-looking night, O night with hue so black, O night, whichever art when day is not, O night, alack, alack, alack. I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot, and thou wall, O sweet and lovely wall, which standest between her father's ground and mine, O wall, O sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink through which I may blink with mine eye. Thank thee, wall, judge she'll be well for this. What's the eye? No Thisbe do I see. O wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss, cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
Methinks you all being sensible should curse again.
Nay, sir, in truth, he should not, for deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to arrive, and I am to spy her through the hole in the wall. You will see it will all fall pat as I have told you. Yonder she comes.
Thy stones with hair and lime that I believe.
I see a voice. Now to the hole in the wall will lie, to see and I may spy and hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love, thou art my love, I think.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lymander, am I trusty still.
And I, like him, to the fates me kill.
Not shackleless to Procrus was so true.
Shackleless to Procrus, I to you.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kissed the wall's hole and not your lips at all.
Oh, wilt thou meet me at Ninus' tomb straightway?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus being wall, discharged my part so, away doth go.
Now, is the mirror of Jack between the two neighbors?
This is the silliest stuff I've ever heard.
You ladies who gentle hearts do fear, the smallest monstrous mouth that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here, and lions rough and wild as rage doth roar, roar. Know that I, as not the joiner am, a lion's fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I come as lion in strife, and to this place trial pity on my life.
A very gentle beast, and the good punches too.
The very best at beast, my lord, the best air I ever saw.
This lantern doth the horned moon present. This lantern doth the horned moon present. Myself the man I the moon do seem to be. All I have to say is to tell you that the lantern is the moon. I the man in the moon. This thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this dog, my dog.
Why, all these should be in the lanthorn, for they are in the moon. But silence, here comes Thisbe.
This is news too, where is my love?
Roar! Roar! Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shown, moon. Truly the moon shines with good grace.
Well mouse, lion.
And so the lion vanished.
O moon, I thank thee now for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright, for by thy gracious golden glittering gleams. I seek to take of this be said. But stay, O spite, but mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is this? Eyes, do you see? How can it be? O dainty duck, O dear, thy mantle good, what? Stained with blood. Approach ye furies fell. Come, fates, come. Cut thread and thrum. Quail, crushed and glued and quell.
This passion and the death of a near friend is enough to make a man look sad.
Beshrew my heart, but I pity the man.
Wherefore, nature, didst thou lion frame, lion vile, that hath deflowered my dear, who is, no, was, the fairest dame that ever did live, love, looked like to its cheer. Tears confound, out sword out, and wound the path of Pyramus, the left path, where heart doth hump. Thus die I, thus. Now I am dead. Now I am fled. My soul is in the sky. Come, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now, die! 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 Die!
No die, but an ace for him, for he is but one.
Less than an ace, man, for he is dead. He's nothing.
With the help of a surgeon, he might yet recover and prove an ass.
How chance Moonshine is gone before Thisbe returns to find her love?
She'll find out by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Methinks she should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she'll be brief.
A moat will turn the balance, for which Pyramus which Thisbe is the better. He for a man, God warrant us. She for a woman, God bless us.
And she hath already spied him with those sweet eyes.
And thus she means vitellect.
Asleep, my love? What? Dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise, arise, speak, quite dumb. A tomb has covered thy sweet eyes. These lily lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone. His eyes were green as leaves. Oh, sisters three, come to me. With hands as pale as milk, lay them in gore. Since you have sure with shears his thread of silk, tongue not a word, trusty sword, my question is for. Farewell, friends, bless his hands, adieu.
No, I assure you, the wall is down, that is part of their fathers. Will it please you see the epilogue, or a Pyramus dance between two of our company?
No, I pray you no epilogue, for there needs none to be blamed when all the characters are dead.
Okay, thank you.
Lovers to bed, 'tis almost fairy time, and as if theory meant outsit the coming morn, this palpable gross play hath well beguiled. The heavy gate of night, sweet friends to bed, a fortnight hold we to solemnity, with nightly revels and new jolly.
And the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy plowman snores. All the weary task foredone. Now the wasted brands do glow, whilst the screeching owl, screeching loud, that lies the wrench in woe in remembrance of a shroud.
I am sent with room 4 to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through the house be glimmering light, my death drowsy fire every and very sprite, hop as light as bird from briar. In this ditty after me, sing and dance it trippingly.
First, rehearse your song by rote, then to each word a wobbling note, then hand in hand with fairy grace, let us sing and bless this place.
Every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber bless.
If we shadows have offended, think but this and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear. This weak and idle theme is no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not apprehend. If you will pardon, we will mend. And as we are an honest puck, if we have unearned luck, to escape